Jeff Beck and his weird chord changes remind me of Stevie Wonder type stuff. Those type chord changes right there. Trying a new backing track channel tonight called Top Backing Tracks. That sounds like some kind of Led Zeppelin right there. yet. I usually have better lighting in here, but I have to go get some light failures. I've been going live on Facebook for a long time, but I'm trying to branch off into the YouTube. And I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. And if you like good guitar playing, you should subscribe to my channel, because I'm gonna start doing this every Saturday night if it's a Saturday night that I don't have a gig. Because it seems like Saturday night works good, where I've actually had more than 5 viewers most of the time. But that's pretty good. That makes me feel happy, and I appreciate y'all. I'm really playing some backing tracks I've never heard before, so I mean, it's similar type stuff, though. I don't know. I have my own YouTube list of backing tracks that I use when I need backing tracks. Sometimes I just like to, when I practice, I like to just maybe play a pad or a drone. Something like this, maybe. Well, let's go with E major. Yeah, so basically it's just like maybe a chord tones or even single notes, just in a constant sustain, like Frozen. And then you go on, and then you can find all kinds of, you can get inspired and You already know what it is. You guys should save it, share this to Eric, and ask him if he'll put it in the group. And then if y'all are in any other groups, go ahead and share this link to the group. And then I might get some subs so I can build my subs here. And if things work out good here, I'm gonna get like really good lighting in here and buy a professional sound interface to be able to. I mean, I'm just sitting in front of an iPhone right now with speakers blaring all around me. So we can improve that for sure. Zip code. I'm just gonna have to keep playing. fireworks outside, he won't stop barking. He wigs out. So I gotta go calm him down. I'll be back in a minute. Well, try and do at least a 30-minute jam. And Eric is here. What's up, Eric? Eric, do me a favor and share this with anybody that might be interested. I don't know. You know who I haven't seen on any of my streams in a while is Brian Mills. But sometimes I see his stuff and, boy, he's such a killer guitar player. Anyway, I'll be back in a second. My dogs are freaking out on the fireworks. Take the country piss. So there's that. You know? Man, Eric, I saw they had some horrible floods around in your area. I'm glad you're alright. Like, truly I am. want to shred no more. I just want to play some groovy lines. I can't never stick to one style of music. Trying to find something groovy here. This might be groovy. Let's check this. Oh, indeed it is. It's groovy. Guitar's got some really great pickups in it, man. This is the most expensive guitar I've ever bought in my life. Even though I got it almost half price of what it would have been new if it was new. But these pickups, they just have a real sweet mid-range and highs that are separated or something, where all the notes come out with real clarity, like especially the higher notes on the higher strings, you know, like that. It just cuts through, you know. have my microphone on. Dear God, please, please help me fly away. Down, then you can put a lot of punctuation in your. Hey, Kelly. I like the humbucker sound. That's humbucker when you really want to add that extra, what you call it to it, you know? Man, Eric, the coolest thing about this guitar, although the sound, it's a little bit harder for me to play because the scale of the scale is a little bit longer, like maybe only a half inch or something. You know, the scale, the length from the nut to the bridge, it's a little bit longer. So when I'm closing my eyes, I have to get used to the neck. But I'm pretty used to it now. But just to show you what I mean, I'm gonna put this one down for a minute, and then pick up Gabby here. Put down Dottie. That's Dottie. It's Dottie. The mother. That's my mother's name is Dorothy. Dorothy. Everybody calls her Dottie. Of course, I call her Mom. I'm much. This guitar is easier for me to play, so I can. Yeah, I mean every guitar is different. It's kind of like, you know, if every guitar that was the same, like you could go pick up an acoustic guitar and do everything that you can on an electric guitar, and we all know that's not the case. Every guitar is not the same. But the one thing I can say about this guitar is those pickups are extra special. This guitar will be used in the recording studio the most. That's what that guitar is mainly for. It's for studio. This is going to be my session guitar. Because it's a Swiss Army knife guitar. I'll always be a Strat guy. I love Strats and Tellys. And I love music that vibes. Doesn't this music vibe? I think I need a drink though. Can y'all excuse me for like one more time and let me run and go grab a drink real quick, and I'll be right back. Tone, but you have to turn the volume up on the amp to match that guitar for the output of the full spectrum of those really punchy, clear, mid and high range and stuff. I mean, I suppose I could probably like raise these pickups up a little bit and probably get more level out of them. They are down pretty low. vibey. Elevated jam tracks. Outside and I hear real big booms in the summertime. On July 5th, I will plead the 5th right after I smoke this spliff and let my mind roam through different time zones and rhyme zones as my mind goes. And I'm not insane, I'm just a little cloudy in the brain, but my third eyes dilate, and I meditate and medicate, and I take me to a higher plane. And I fall back down like summer rain, and quench the thirst that's in my soul as I play a little blues and rock and roll with an old soul. comes to an end. Ooh, that sounds kind of nice right there. Kinda wanna do one more. I just kinda wanna do one more. Before I close the door, before I turn the screen. I'm never gonna go away. I'm just gonna sit here all day and play. 'Cause it's just what I wanna do. I just wanna play my blues and drift away in my zone and get high off my throat and get high with my flow as I carry on. those final chords on that Rhodes band, that kind of just really grabs me. It grabs me and it makes me go far, far away. Oh my, oh my. in my house so they can go to sleep too. It's a little loud in here. Alright. I will see y'all next Saturday on YouTube at 9 p.m. Adios.